Can you hear that? Silence. Well, if it was any other town, this would be like a busy afternoon or something. Busy Saturday afternoon. There's a few people. You don't actually want to see my face today. This is day 7 for me at work. So if you're looking at me now and you're thinking, God, Sam looks tired. Well, yeah. This week, starting the daily blogs, I've been editing every night. Not getting much sleep, 6 hours last night. 7th day working. It's ungodly, you could say. But actually, in a way, it's worth getting up this early in the morning because, you just never see it like this. I can just walk down the middle of Shaftesbury Avenue if I liked. And nothing would happen. It's like the people are invisible. I do actually want to talk today about invisible things. And to be honest, I don't know where I'm going today, so I don't know where it's going to be. But yeah, invisible people and invisible walls. Just look how beautifully quiet it is. It's still technically Sunday morning, although I've just had my lunch. So it's going to be that kind of day, I think. Got to have lunch at 10, just in case. Lunch doesn't come at any other time. It is more than possible. Yeah. I thought I'd start here. There's something I wanted to do. The building behind me here, you may have seen it before, I don't know. It's Ian Fleming's old house. It's got the blue plaque there for Ian Fleming. And it's got this weird Latin inscription, and I've always wondered what the hell it means. So I'm going to take this opportunity to try and work it out. What I really want to talk to you about today is about walls. Theresa May wants to build a wall. I know Donald Trump wants to build a wall, but Theresa May also wants a wall. But Theresa's wall is a little bit different to Trump's wall because it is invisible. Of course, Theresa May, scientific technocrat, leading Big Brother's Britain, essentially. Everything's sort of digital and simulated and virtual. The European Union are actually trying to stop Theresa May from creating what they call a hard boundary for the joining between Northern Ireland and the rest of Ireland. They do not want a solid boundary. An actual wall is offensive. So Theresa, I do believe, is going to be creating an invisible wall. Invisible walls are actually more frightening than real ones. During the Brazilian Olympic Games, they did a bit like a technological social experiment called the Eye in the Sky, where they had suspended by something like a weather balloon or weather balloons up on wires, 180 degree high definition cameras pointing downwards to survey the ground and record the ground. They were feeding the information into a computer system which they had purchased from the private market, and what it would do is it knit together all the images to create a high definition live street view system that they could inhabit, as in they could walk around inside it or move around inside it using the computer system and just sort of look at people and follow people and see what they're doing, just like they could do in real life in undercover police work, except the spy is invisible. The EU does not want Theresa May to create a hard barrier between the EU and the UK in Ireland, like Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. The new tag word is frictionless, a frictionless barrier. And frictionless just really means flow through without any hindrance. And by hindrance, they're talking about having to stop, show a passport, show an ID card, all of that hassle, having to search people actually physically. Apparently it's something they just don't want to do anymore. Too many people complain when you put your hands on them. So it's better to scan their bodies from a distance, check them out without asking, scan their eyeballs from a distance, check out their identity without actually having to ask them about it. And everything will start to happen virtually, creating an invisible barrier, an invisible wall or a visible gate, which makes you think, I could be walking through one right now, an invisible gate that's identified who I am. Maybe a system has found out who I was, where I was, or whatever. I could be walking through a barrier 6 times a day, and you would never know the barrier's there. If there were several members of the military with guns and they'd formed like a fence, it would be terrifying for the local population, but you don't need that anymore. Life has shown the world that they don't like that kind of security. It's better if it's all invisible, and then you don't, what's it called, poke the bear or whatever. Never poke a bear. But they never get wise to it. They would never know it was happening, therefore they can never complain. Frictionless, invisible barriers, I'm afraid, are part of the near future under Theresa May.